When you're on prep and now that you're all out of energy, you're exhausted, you're not really eating much, are you still having sex?
This is.
What is this?
Goated.
I like that.
That sucked. 3, 2, 1. There we go. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Goated Podcast, the platform where we talk about the greatest shit of all time. Now, before we begin, we just got to take a second for you guys that's watching this right now to do us a favor and just leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's take a moment. Want to say thank you because you guys are way more powerful than what you think you are. Every like really helps us give you more content. Now, the question I got to ask to the Go Gang, right? When you're on prep and now that you're all out of energy, you're exhausted, you're not really eating much, you're over exercising everything, are you still having sex?
Sex drive.
Fam, let me tell you, bro.
Hey, no one jumped to answer, huh?
Sex drive. I put it in. Sometimes it be neutral, sometimes it be in part.
Bro,
Out the gate.
I'm telling you, bro, because right now I'm 2 weeks out from my show and I just am like, come on now. Like, kid, just relax, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still fine. And you know what I'm saying? I find you attractive. It's just the energy to get up off this couch right now.
That's a fact.
Is it just me, bro?
Nah, bro. I think it is just you. Like, no one else experiences that. Something's wrong with you.
Wow. I got down dick.
Nah, bro. Yeah, like the closer you get to that show, 2 weeks out, you're 2 weeks out, the less energy you have for anything. Like, you don't want to walk.
Yeah.
Right?
I can
No
attest to
movement.
that. I mean, I told Mark yesterday, I said, hey, man, I got all the time in the world to be behind my computer because I'm not going nowhere.
Nah.
You might actually start, but it ain't promised that you gonna finish. You quitting? I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I done quit a couple times, man. Start sweating. You feel me? Just
or
too
you
much.
might have to be the one laying on your back.
No, that's real.
Let her take control. Huh?
But listen, let me tell you my dilemma.
Ride the bus, baby.
My dilemma is both me and Key are competing right now. So we're both in season and we're both like superstar for my carbs. So like when it comes late at night and it's like, babe, you look good. We touch each other and then it's like, you gonna get on top of me. And then that's when it's like,
Right. Is it your rest day or is it my rest day?
It's your rest day. Like who was on top
How
of
much
us?
minutes of cardio you got?
I swear to God,
It's
bro.
a battle of who was ever more tired.
Man, I'm telling you, man. And I always be
Who
like,
did more cardio today?
like it is tiring, bro. Like it is absolutely exhausting, man. And it's not like you're not interested or that you don't want to. It's just the fact of once your body sinks into that couch or into that bed, it's like, yo, to move.
That's a fact.
Is that the thing though? Because sometimes, I don't know. For me, sometimes I'm good. Like I just don't want to do it.
That's the thing.
Right.
That's
It's not
right.
even just me being tired. I don't want to do it. I'm just like, I'd rather just lay here.
Yeah, like you just want to be chill. You just want to chill, right? Like you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Shoot, sometimes I don't even want to talk. You shorty sitting right there, you know what I'm saying? You just, hey, do your thing. I'm gonna do mine. You know what I'm saying? We chilling.
It ain't no bad blood. You
It
just
ain't no
like,
harm,
just
no
chilling.
harm, no
You
foul.
have to have
for sure, no.
you have to have an understanding. You have to have an understanding for sure.
There's no harm, no foul. But women, they never go take it like that. If you ever tell them no, if you tell them no, it's a wrap.
So quick
That's
question.
what I'm saying. They don't know that you go stop in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But you get it started and you just, I tried, baby. I did my best. I did my best.
So quick question though, you know what I'm saying? Like when you on prep and you tired, now we at the point of, man, I really don't feel like it. But how long is that drop supposed to last? Because from your partner standpoint, it's like, to women, they're emotional. And they can get into their head of do they still find me attractive? What's wrong with them? Are they disconnecting from the relationship? Like blah, 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 blah. But we're like, I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? But how long do you go before you be like, you give in and be like, look, let me just do this because I know it's gonna help the relationship. You know what I'm saying? From that standpoint.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm not even aware.
That's true, bro. That's true.
Sometimes I'm not even aware until the argument starts, and then that's when you be like, fuck, all right.
Like
So
they
now
bottle
it's in the
it
back
up,
of your
right?
mind,
She just
and
needs
now
some
you
meat.
like, okay, I need to go ahead.
The argument started because she needs some meat for
Take
the
it
meat
to the
market.
meat shop. You gotta take it to the meat shop.
It's about being focused, right? You know what I'm saying? She got to understand how focused you are. Take her to the meat shop. You're crazy. Butcher shop, grill. Get that.
Oh,
Nah, but honestly, it's not even last 2 weeks for me. When I get around like 8 weeks, I'm chilling.
Chilling. You don't want to do nothing, huh?
It's the last thing on my mind. You know what I mean? I might actually, you know, like Mark said, you get it started. You might start, you know what I'm saying, you feeling each other or whatever, and then it's just like
actually finishing, like, okay, now I gotta really put in this work, bro, because
you feel like a workout.
No, for real, bro. Think about it. Like, when you up early doing fasted cardio, then you have to go through your day working out, you know what I'm saying? And then you have to actually hit the gym, go to work, all that. By the end of the evening, you're like, bro, you really just don't want to move. And you're already starving, so the only thing on your mind is to eat, but not eat that, but to eat food, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a limit and a level of, man, where do I compromise with my significant other of, you know, sexually pleasing her but not hurting myself, because it's pain. Like, you don't want, I feel like at a certain point in your prep, it can seem like almost pity sex. Not pity sex, but like, man, I'm just
Going
doing
through
this
the
because,
motions.
yeah, like you're just going through the motion. That's the best way to describe it, because it's not pity sex. Just going,
I want to make that clear to you, baby. It's not pity.
It's not pity sex.
I'm just throwing it out.
It's not,
It's
but
not
it's like
pity
going through the
sex.
motion. But you don't want to go through the motion, because then it seems like you're just blah with your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still want to sensualize the event. You know what I'm saying? You still want to make it sensual and touchy and all that stuff.
So,
but that's a lot of energy.
I got a curveball though. So what about when you are energized from your high carb days and you ready and your girl's not ready?
Who?
How do you deal with that?
Get your ass over it.
Yeah, they gotta,
We all know how that goes.
they gotta understand that sometimes it's on your time. You know what I'm saying? It can't always be on their time. They gotta understand that.
Because sometimes
You're canceled.
That's why
Cancel me if you want. Cancel me if you want.
Hey, we're just gonna have a shadow figure on the show right here.
hey, but sometimes the sex drive is super high. You know what I'm saying? You need it almost 2 times a day, maybe every day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it helps you be able to release and relax as well.
Right.
I think it's a big mental thing, right?
What are those serotopins?
Yeah, it's a big mental thing. So like, in my competitions, I don't really feel like, you know, there's a big drop from when I'm at the beginning to when I'm at the end, right?
Did you fart real quick?
Hell nah. That's the timer right there. Oh God. That's the on go button.
Go ahead, though.
Yeah, so I feel like kind of the same all the way through.
Yeah.
But then the variable is the girl, right? And so that's where that question comes in.
But what happens if you have one that doesn't understand? Are you willing to give up that relationship just because of, you know what I'm saying, purposes like that? Like, because I feel like sex is one thing, but then you don't want to go out all the time. You don't want to.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
In this sport, bodybuilding, right? It's like, it's real selfish, right? And so you can't really have a normal lifestyle where, you know, typical couple go out, date night, drink, do all this stuff,
You
right?
can't really have a normal girl.
Yeah, you can't.
that's a
To be
fact.
honest, you can't have a normal girl,
No.
Nah,
right?
She can't be normal.
And my question is that selfish, or is that is it selfish?
Standards.
It's standards.
Is your life?
You have already
No,
set
no.
your standard of living. So
Right.
at the end of the day, is that when you bring a partner into your life, hence the word partner,
Right.
that person needs to be on the same track as
Right.
you are.
That's
now
like-
we know that like everybody can't meet every single standard that you set, because that's just unreachable, right? But you have that standard of living lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like a woman needs to at least climb up those stairs and walk that path of that standard of your lifestyle.
Or
Climb up that.
or at least be understanding enough to know how to navigate around your lifestyle.
Right,
To where, you know,
right.
if her lifestyle is completely different, to where she's like, oh, I'm not competing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hit the gym.
Because I'm in that
That's-
situation right now.
I mean-
my girl's not in prep.
Exactly.
I am.
Yeah. So she, you know, she has to understand. Well, she does understand, because she's competed before. So it's just having a partner that knows how to navigate your lifestyle, because you're still trying to reach your goals. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you meet in the middle on that, man.
And I guess as a GOAT too, as well, you gotta be able to understand for your woman as well. You know what I'm saying?
Understand what?
Well, when
You
you're
gotta,
in
you
prep,
gotta lay down the law when you need to lay down the law.
And
You
you
gotta
gotta-
make your girl happy.
and you
period.
gotta lay down the meat when it's
I
time to
feel
meet
like-
the meat.
I feel
part.
like when you're in prep,
or not have a girl. You know what I'm saying? If you have a woman, you gotta please your woman. That's just the rules and regulations of being a man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you gotta please your girl.
they have to
Period.
understand though that when you're in prep, and when just because of the type of lifestyle that we live, when you're in prep, their goals become your goals become their goals.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be like that, because the things that we go through, you know what I'm saying, we're doing something constantly all day. If it's not working out, it's eating. If it's not eating, it's taking a nap. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping, resting. You know what I'm saying? And that's key. You know what I mean? And this is the first time, personal experience. This is the first time I've been single during a prep. And I ain't gonna lie, it's the best prep I've had.
I was just gonna ask about that, bro. I was just gonna ask about that.
I got a question for Dwayne. So, have you ever been with a girl who has lived that lifestyle while you were on prep?
Like was in prep too?
Yeah, like a girl that wasn't prep or like isn't into bodybuilding.
I've never dated a chick that was into bodybuilding.
This is very interesting. This is very interesting because
I'm disappointed in myself for
this
that.
is very.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you just came to a realization. Well, matter of fact, I never have, bro.
For real.
Yeah, I just thought I would throw that out there.
So, Dwayne probably like the biggest historian out of all of us when it comes to bodybuilding, right? Like he loves it. He loves the sport. He loves the history of it. And so, for you not to pursue a woman that is into that is interesting.
I'm more into it now because I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like you appreciate the work that's being done. Yeah. And you see what they're doing, and even if it's from a distance, you start to appreciate it more. But it's like for me, I've never went after a chick that was in that lifestyle. Honestly, because it was conflicting with mine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's selfish. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the star.
That's where Mark is right now.
No. So like even like having a chick that's not into that, do you think their influences negatively impact your goals?
100%.
Okay.
100%. My last prep, I went through a relationship that was just like that, and it was an understanding in the beginning, but then it became to be too much. You know what I'm saying?
Because they really don't understand
on her plate. Yeah, it was just, and I got it
because they've never gone through it.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, as men, and when we're in prep, we go through mood swings too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we lash out, and then like 2 minutes later, it's like, baby, I love you. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm hungry. They can't handle that. They can't handle that all the time.
Have a Snicker.
You're not yourself. Eat the Snicker.
I swear to God, because once you get those carbs, then it's like it's reset. It's like I'm back happy, I'm cool, and then like 3 days later, when you're back,
I was just about to say 3
just
days
back
later,
to
72 hours.
gloomy, dark cloud over you, and nobody wants. You don't want anyone interacting with you, man. So
that's a fact.
Shit.
Yeah, my first competition, I was single, right? I just moved to San Diego from Arizona, and this girl, she just broke my heart, right? So I wasn't trying to talk to any girls, right? I was single, and I was just doing my thing.
Right.
And then I got into bodybuilding, right? Just not related. It's just something I did.
Hold on. Isn't that like the trend though? A guy gets their heart broken.
It might be. It might be. But it wasn't. It wasn't related. It wasn't like I'm doing this to get back at her, right?
You haven't seen the trend where it's like, how bad did it hurt? And then like the next clip is the guy
Real
like,
bad.
big as hell.
Really bad.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So maybe subconsciously, I was like,
you was
I'm
going
gonna show
hard.
her,
You
right?
like, she checking my Instagram.
Yeah, bro. So I went 7 months. I didn't talk to no girls. I was chilling, bro.
Yeah.
It was the easiest prep because I was like laser focused.
There you go.
And as time went on, preps have gone harder. It got more on my plate, relationship, all that stuff. And so I agree with you. When you're single and you can just focus on you, it's so easy.
Yeah, we had that talk.
It's easier.
Yeah, 100%.
We had that talk, you know what I'm saying? Because right before the prep started, I know Dwayne was going through his last relationship, toward the end of it, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it was a deep conversation that we were having on how to progress in life and like kind of recognize anything that can negatively impact your vision and impact your strides, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And with him just sitting here saying that this now prep is the best one he's ever been, it's just like, more power to you.
It's
you know
just,
what I'm saying?
I'm clicking on all cylinders right now. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, your boy's been celibate. And this is the first time. Okay, this is the first time in my 20s. I'm about to be 29 in 7 days. This is my first time in my 20s that I haven't been in a relationship. Like I've been in back to back type. That's just, I'm a relationship type of person. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first time I talked to my boys. You know what I'm saying? Talk to y'all. Talk to my dad, and he was just like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? At least like, see who you really are as a person, you know what I mean? And that was what was able to let me put everything into this sport that I'm you know what I'm saying, put everything in bodybuilding and to get the most out of what I'm doing right now. And I feel like my energy is up. I feel like I'm not being nagged. I don't have to answer to nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like we just get up and go. We just do our thing, or I just do my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful for that. So
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's
dope.
It is,
No,
bro.
I feel like everybody has a point in their lives where like they gotta basically find themselves and be by themselves to be able to elevate and escalate, you know. And then you get to a period when you find a woman that you love and that you want to move to the next level to, Mark. You know what I mean? Oh,
yeah,
but
that's true.
you know, because I'm in the same shoes as my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in love. I live with my woman. We got a house together. You know what I'm saying? We got other plans that we want to make together. So it comes into the next question is appreciating and understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of like how Mark, how do you manage that? How do you be able to like still drive but still appreciate and understand Kiera?
So mine's is more patience, right? Like visually, like here is a vocal receptionist, right? So like you know, to vocalize her achievements, you know, kind of reinforce everything that she's doing. It works for her. You know what I'm saying? It works for us in our relationship. A lot of times, because this is a selfish sport, we can get one side, you know, blind, you know what I'm saying, have a one track mind and making sure that we're successful on our own, right? The way I feel like I am doing my best to take care of my household, my relationship is to make sure I plant my feet in this business to get the most out of it for my family. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just in it just to be on stage to feel good. Like I'm actually trying to make this into a lifestyle that can support the both of us.
Exactly.
Right? So that's like my way of showing her like, hey, I can provide for us in this. You know what I mean? It's a selfish sport and I have her support to lean on, but at the same time, because she's a competitor, I also make sure that I recognize her potential in it as well, bro. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. She's different. Like she started prep maybe like 18 weeks in advance and was ready probably like 4. Like she cuts. Like even right now, she's like ready to hit the
Crazy
stage.
transformation.
Man, crazy, bro. And she's 7 weeks out. Like her genetics is just off the chain. That's what I'm like. We gonna have us 2 linemen, 6 infielders. You know,
No, for real. Like I believe that.
Like for real,
Hoop team or
couple
football team.
linebackers. You know what I mean?
They're gonna be Olympians and basketball players and all the above.
Oh God,
Yeah, people don't really understand how much genetics have a part to play in this game because it's really everything. to
Yeah,
be
man.
honest with you.
It's huge. It's huge. But yeah, that's dope, man. So your biggest thing is patience. You have to be more patient.
Absolutely, bro. Because I'm an impatient person. You know what I'm saying? All the work that I do is like,
I didn't know that.
what? I'm super impatient, bro. Super impatient. Like when I put the work in, it's like I'm strategic and I always put things in based on a plan and based on the schedule. That's just always how my mind works.
Right.
And that's how I move is I do this here now, do that then, do that then. This is gonna be the result by this date, that date, that date.
Yep.
Right.
And if it slows up at any point or if the pace isn't kept up, then I get irritable. You know what I'm saying? So working with my significant other is more of a learning curve because I was in this business a little longer than her.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve of trying to help her organically become more sound in the industry as well. And it's like, I got the plan for us both. Let's do it now. You know what I'm saying? But because her learning curve is a little slower, not saying she's slow, I'm just saying like, to make sure that she's on top of her thing and on top of her business at the right pace.
Right.
Like I want to see her results right then, like right there with me. You know what I'm saying? But she's in a completely different lane. So it's just patience and helping her grow. You know what I mean? Because with what she does with her business, with the meal prep and how I do it with my bodybuilding, it's like synergistic. Yeah. And I feel like tomorrow we should be super famous. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a day at a time. And like, I want us to be super famous like now. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it really kind of falls back on me because of my impatience and my negativities, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to attention and that.
You got to shout out Key on that though, because you have to be able to find one that's willing to take that back seat.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's willing to follow and let, you know what I'm saying, let their man, you know what I'm saying, take charge. And having that kind of having that kind of relationship where you believe in like, how she believes in you, you know what I'm saying, that you're not going to let her fail at what she's doing. Because it's a lot of times where you're in a relationship and the females, because they're in the same sport as you, they know what they're doing. Their coach is telling them something, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, I could just do this, I could just do that. You're like, nah, this is how you should do it, you know what I'm saying? And you just have to find that.
No, it's a super shout out to her, bro. Like I tell her all the time, even through the prep, bro. Like she is way stronger than I am, bro. Like she wakes up mentally, bro. I swear to God, bro. She wakes up every day at 4 a.m. and goes to work, bro.
I can attest to that.
I'm telling you, goes to work 4 a.m, bro. Works like 8-9 hours a day. Come home, do the same exact thing that I'm doing. I work from home and I just be drained, but she just like takes and attacks the day with like full energy. So like I tell her all the time, like you're so much stronger than I am. Like you're so much better, right? Mentally stronger than I am. You know what I'm saying? So you have that mental strength. Me, I just have that work ethic, and it's just making that blend together to where she keeps me strong mentally, and I make sure that she studies on top of her business aspect. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's where the patience on both of our end come in at, because she can get tired of me and my mental stubbornness, and I can get tired of her when it's like, hey man, we gotta file for these, you know what I'm saying, documents X, Y, Z. So like we're both, bro, like we butt heads all the time. We're Leos, bro, but it's like our relationship is just understood.
Leo gang.
Yeah, it's like we're just understood.
That's how it should be though. That's how a good functional relationship should be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we get caught up nowadays in like, oh, you're trying to make the female whoever you want them to be instead of letting them be who they are. You know what I'm saying? But when you let them be who they are, a lot of times it's the opposite of you. So wherever you can't pick up, she gonna pick up for you. You know what I'm saying? And wherever she can't do, you gonna pick up for her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like one of them type of things.
But it's still prep, man. We rock, paper, scissors. Who gonna get on top? But I be like, bro, come on, baby. I love you, girl. Like, let's just lay here
side by side.
You be like, you got the remote.
Yeah, for real.
So love and appreciation, or appreciation and patience, right?
Appreciation and patience. Patience and understanding.
Patience and understanding.
And understanding. Understanding is huge, right?
You have to have understanding.
So have any of you read the book, The 5 Love Languages?
No, but I know what they are.
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
I haven't read it though.
Okay.
I don't know how to read. So.
Hey, they got audiobooks nowadays for that.
All you gotta do is listen. Attention.
So it's words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
Physical touch.
Physical touch.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Gift giving.
Giving. Yep. It's something like attention, right?
Because me and
quality
Kiara,
time.
Quality time.
And acts of service.
Service,
yeah. Me and Kiara took a quiz like that before, and hers were like quality time. It was the second one you said? What was the second one you said?
Physical touch.
Like
no,
physical
that's
touch,
yours.
Like,
touch me, baby.
I'm a baby, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a
Same
baby,
with me,
bro.
man.
Like,
If my
real.
girl touched my back, bro, I'm weak.
Yeah. So and it's not even
on the back.
It's not even like a sexual thing, bro. It's like
it's because he can't touch his own back.
too big. Get that boy too big.
My hands is rough. Man. You got these little
got those
hands,
calluses.
Got these little hands and just
right.
Man, it's fantastic.
But like that book was huge for me in my relationship, right? Because her love language was quality time, right? And I couldn't understand it. Like we lived together. Like, isn't that enough time?
Right.
But like for someone whose love language, whose quality time, it's like I need your undivided attention to me.
Right.
So even if you're sitting next to each other watching a movie, it's not quality time to a person whose love language is that.
Yeah.
And so that book helped my relationship a lot.
There you go.
And so back to your understanding, to anyone out there, any goats that are listening to the podcast, check out that book because it can help you a lot. You know, not just in your relationship with your significant other, but like in friendships too.
Right.
And so you can understand why people are acting weird or
certain ways.
So they're not showing you love or attention how you think you should receive it.
Exactly,
right.
Exactly.
And so
I got to get that book.
Expectations.
I got to call Keith, guys.
no,
I'll be back.
Expectations.
Yeah, it's like expectations.
It's good to know people's expectations,
Exactly.
especially your partner's expectations.
Exactly.
So you can at least meet them there.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you don't know what their expectations are, you'll never actually please that person internally. Like you might think that you are, you loving on her, you're giving her the good, you're around her, you're spending time, you're taking her on dates or whatever. But then if you don't really like understand like her expectations or her love language, it's kind of like hard to
which is hand in hand.
really grasp.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that comes down to the whole patience and understanding.
Yeah, because like not every girl is going to be pissed at you because you're not taking her to the what you call a meat market.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I ran into this situation to where my girl's love language is quality time as well.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I ran into this situation as well because I'm kind of like Mark. Mark knows me. You know, he's known me for a while. He knows I'm on the go. You know what I'm saying? I'm always go. But I got to a point to where I was just going and not really paying attention to my girl's expectations. You know what I'm saying? Of like what she needed from me. And she just needed a little bit of quality time. So for me to be like putting things to the side and be like, okay, let me just spend this little bit of time with you and I'll get back to it later. I'll be able to organize that a different way, structure it a different way. But more so, I was already set to the plan. I already got the blueprint. I got the plan. This is exactly what I'm doing. Because I'm a man of my word. I've always been raised like that. You know what I mean? To do exactly what you say you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. So when I set a plan, and you know, this doesn't really resonate to my girl because sometimes when I say something, she questions it later. Like, are we still doing this? I'm like, yeah, I said we're doing this. So that's exactly what we're doing.
We're doing it.
I'm sticking to it. Yeah. So it's just like, you know, I got into that hiccup and then I had to step back and realize exactly that I was tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? And I had to kind of see the light outside of there to actually get outside that bubble and give her that quality time, that assurance, that reassurance that she needed. You know what I'm saying? I even do that to my friends too as well. That was like one of my big New Year's resolutions, is to like make sure I'm spending more time with the people that I love and care about. You know what I mean? Like making sure that I give them that quality time. So like I make it an effort to call my family at least once a week. Every Sunday. My grandma, she's religious. She go to church all the time. So I make sure I call her on Sundays, tell her happy Sunday. Ask her about how her church experience was, talk to my little brother, call my dad, the whole night. You know what I mean? Because for a minute, especially being a veteran, you know, I was gone from home at the age of 19. So being away from home wasn't really like, you know, a crazy idea for me. You know what I mean? So it wasn't really like I needed to contact my family. I needed to see my family. I got used to not seeing them. I got used to not talking to them. So I guess my experience in the military kind of like brained me to be like,
Separation.
it's fine. Yeah,
like
separation is fine.
it's a separation thing, bro.
For me, separation is
And
fine.
it's completely understandable, bro. I moved out of St. Louis right after high school, you know, at the age of 17. So, and never been back. So to be separated from your family or from those that you grew up to be closest with, that becomes kind of like an internal lifestyle that you're just content with.
Yeah.
It's not that you don't love them the same. It's not that you don't want to see them or hang out or talk to them. It's just that you're so used to being alone and on your own to where you're just comfortable in that kind of space. So bringing
There's power in that.
It is power in that. But when you bring in someone, your significant other is actually someone that, like you said, their love language is the quality time. You know, someone that you have to kind of like make sure that you focus in on that person as an individual. It kind of puts you outside of your natural comfort.
It's a
learning curve, bro.
It's a learning curve.
When I read the
100%.
book, my eyes were open. Like,
You need to give me that book, bro.
You don't feel loved because that's your love language, and I don't. That's not my love language. Most people,
I have a book similar to that. I think it's called like The Art of Love or something like that. I'll send you a picture of it. But I had
it's probably similar.
I had bought that book this year actually, and I gave it a read, and I kind of like discovered the same things that you're talking about now. And I talked to somebody who like is like into that type of stuff, and they kind of like opened up my mind to be able to be like, okay, Antwan, you thought that you were making all the right moves, that you weren't in the wrong at all, but really you weren't doing X, Y, and Z.
Right. So me and Dwayne needs those audio books.
Hey, we're gonna get to him. We're gonna get it to him after his competition. Hey, but for me, my love language is acts of service. Right. So you do something, basically sticking to your word. Right. You stick to your word. You do what you say you're gonna do, and then doing stuff for me. Like not in like a shallow or weird way, without asking. Yeah, that's even better, right? And so, my girl, she used to help me meal prep, and I was like, dang, she's the one. She's the one, right? This is the one. Yeah. And then she would cook me breakfast, so I was like, yeah,
yo,
this is where
honestly,
it's at.
that's the dopest part, because what Dwayne was talking about earlier is like, when your girl makes your goals her goals, that shit is super dope, man. Because sometimes my girl will get upset more than I would at trips, you know, trip ups that I would make about my prep or whatever. She would be like, what are you doing? You need to be doing this. You know, you're supposed to be doing this, X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be, and then like she knows like my macros as well as I know my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we keep our macros on the refrigerator.
That's a good tip.
Yeah,
Good tip to
Yo,
the listeners.
yeah, no, to stay
yeah.
on
So
top
we keep
of
our
that, bro.
macros on our fridge.
So essentially, man, you can't be in this sport of selfishness and just not have a partner that fully understands you.
Correct.
Because like if they just don't understand it, or like they just want you to kind of conform to their lifestyle or to who they are, they kind of set you off the path of where you're actually trying to get to. Then it's just
They
It's a
that
recipe
stuff
for
is
disaster, bro.
cute. You can go ahead and do it. You can start off the prep. They meal prepping for you and stuff. But what happens when they get mad at you? That's what you say. That's the thing I used to run into. They get mad at. She'll get mad at me, and then I ain't cooking for you today.
But that's
You know what I'm
that's you were always with a woman that's never competed before.
why do you keep that woman?
Woman.
I don't know.
I'm glad you said. I thought you was gonna say something. Last time when he said that, I was just like,
Like what? I thought it was my earphones.
Hey,
bro.
maybe that's my Arizona accent, huh?
Bro, I swear to God, it's
Woman.
an Arizona thing.
Woman.
Man, I'm from the
Woman.
South, bro. So that's
I mean,
crazy.
shoot, if that's
When you win a
the
woman.
case, go ahead and if you're a competitor, if you're an elite competitor, or you want to be an elite competitor, tap in with
He's
you.
single, ladies. hey, see how I said ladies instead of the W word?
I would say there's pros and there's cons. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are with a woman, you got to deal with woman problems. You know what I'm saying? Just like she has to deal with male problems. So at the end of the day, it's just like you got to know that those cons are going to come, those arguments are going to come, those tight situations are going to come. And if you don't want to deal with them, then just don't be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
your choice.
Right.
Everybody has their choice. But if you feel like you found somebody that can really help you along your path and help you become famous now, then
You see the smile?
then fight through it. You know what I'm saying? Make the shit happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't make excuses, just make actions.
Yeah, nah, me and Keith, bro, we're like really good. In prep and it's funny because we did a sit down with Nolan a while ago before prep actually started, and we were telling we having fun, but once prep actually comes is really a lot of irritation because you just don't want to be bothered by nothing, and if anybody does anything off, then it's just like what the hell? Just pointing fingers or whatever. It's petty stuff, but.
Yeah, so you say no, you don't want to be bothered by nothing, right?
So most times, right?
Yeah, this isn't a
most times.
conversation to say like women, you can't have women in your life or anything like that, right? Because it's just anything that knocks you off your path.
Yeah,
It's just
right.
it's a focus
It could
thing.
be your job, your significant other, friends.
Yeah, not even that. Like if you got a roommate, you know what I'm saying?
Even
Your
that,
roommate
yeah.
might irritate the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, like why is this shit so messy up here? You know what I'm saying? Like why is it dirty? Why I gotta wash this pan? Like
Hey,
why I gotta
who we calling out, Antoine?
damn.
How you really feel, Antoine?
I had roommates in the past, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them as well.
Say
Not
it.
all of them as well.
He's talking about some say it with your whole chest. Who's your roommate now? That's what he was getting at. That's what he was getting at.
Chest.
Nah, my girl's a great help around the house.
Yeah,
That's great.
100%.
So that's cool, man. Like bodybuilding and babes. Me, I'm a bodybuilder with a bride to be. That's tough, man.
Congrats.
Y'all know the story of how me and Key got together?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super drunk. But the reason why, I kind of gravitated towards her, though, it was because, when I was going through my whole jail thing, you know what I'm saying? I had my case or whatever.
Yeah.
Out of all the women that I thought that I was so close to in college that I could rely on for emotional support, financial support, some people, just people I could just talk to, none of them, was really there for me. You know what I'm saying? Kiara was really just a friend, a really close friend at the time, to where if I just needed somebody to talk to or just somewhere to just escape or just sit down or whatever, that was my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So it was at that moment I started to realize what loyalty really was, what a real friendship really was. You know what I mean? So
Right.
That real
It was
friendship was love.
no, dead ass, bro. It was then I said, you know what? You never switched up on me. The closest people that I thought were close to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just told her then, when I never switch up on you. And ever since then, it was a love story. Yeah, crazy, bro. Yeah, crazy, man. That's cool. We wrap it up here then.
Sounds like a
That's
plan.
cool. Well, I hope you guys at home learned something, man. As bodybuilders ourselves and as competitors, it is not easy to maintain a relationship, especially with somebody that may not be understanding of the goals that you have set for yourself. But if you're able and you're fortunate enough to find a partner that actually loves you and want to see you shine and can be patient with you as you go through your journey,
Go love on them, man.
man, hold on
Go
to
love
that.
on
Hold
them,
on
man.
to that.
Hold on to them
That's-
tight.
That's so
It's
beautiful.
worth it, I
man.
promise.
That's a fact.
We're your goals, man. We'll wrap it up in here today. Let's take another moment to leave a like and a subscribe.
Hit that bell.
Thank you for that, man. We'll catch you at the next one.
Let's go.
Peace.